One Love Sports is brought to you by Molson Canadian, made from Canada.
If we had a band, I'd play the band. We need something because this is the first time ever, right here. With Mike away, we can do whatever we want. We haven't talked junior hockey and Hitmen before right here. I don't even think Mike knows who's playing in the Western Hockey League anymore, though he is in Estevan Bruin, and of course that's not in the Western Hockey League, but he played back then and thinks he could have made the NHLPA.
Is that right?
Yeah,
really?
That's what he thinks.
Wow.
The Hitmen, though, this is a team that can't get into the top 10 rankings consistently, but was always knocking on the door. Outstanding team, but what happened recently when they go into Saskatchewan, one of the best teams in their division, shutout in Prince Albert, shutout in Saskatoon. Brendan, you follow this league better than anybody. What the heck's going on there?
That's almost unexplainable. When you have a team that's had no problems as far as offense is concerned with this entire year, they're healthy for the most part. They have Victor Rask back. Calder Brooks just made a return after missing the entire season. This team has depth, and to go into Saskatoon, who's I will say they have started to flick the switch a little bit. This is the team that's hosting the Memorial Cup, obviously. They've made several trades and changes throughout the season. They struggled. But Saskatoon 6-0, and they're finally starting to roll. And then to lose back-to-back shutouts, and this is now a 9-game road trip that in some sense is almost a bit of a season-defining one now for the Calgary Hitmen. They lost 3 of 4 on this road trip already. Now they got to go 5 straight in the United States division, which is one of the toughest in the Western Hockey League. So if you come out of this with just 2-3 wins or something like that, and suddenly you're really behind the 8 ball now in that Eastern Conference as far as the Western Hockey League concerned.
So you know the Hitmen fairly well, you know the coach Williamson fairly well. Are you surprised that this has happened now? It did shock you a little bit?
Yeah, it did, absolutely. Games like that happen in Saskatoon. You lose 6-0, sure, but the response and still, this team is, again, I go back to the offense. They have so many guys who can put up points, and that top line looked unstoppable at times this year. Brooks Masick, Brady Brassard, and Cody Sylvester, and suddenly it all dried up. 2 games in a row. Now you got some, these are young guys that play with confidence or you fight confidence. And when you go down to a 9-game road trip and suddenly you can't find goals, that starts to get a bit concerning when you start looking at the rest of this road trip and the rest of the season.
Maybe they're just waiting for the real season to come along, because as we've seen in football, the Baltimore Ravens lost 4 of their last 5 before the playoffs. Last year in the NHL, the LA Kings finished 8th and won the Stanley Cup. We'll see how the Hitmen do the rest of the way.